Alright, well, let's begin talking about the syllabus. First of all, at the beginning of the syllabus is the due date for each assignment. We'll have assignments due every Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. Next up is my information. Notice my email address. My office location is on the Forest County campus. My cell phone, and I do accept text. Just please let me know who you are the first time you text. And you may follow me on Twitter at Doug Donahue. This summer I will not be in my office on any regular basis, so my office hours are by appointment only. If you notice under instructor response time, I will respond to all your email and text messages as soon as I can, but I will guarantee no later than 48 hours. Also, your grades, everything will be done on my math lab, so everything will be up to date as soon as you turn it in. However, I may adjust scores and give you some partial credit. Those score adjustments will be complete within a week of the request. Next up is the mission statement of the college and the ADA statement. The ADA statement basically says that if you have a documented disability that qualifies under the ADA, you need to contact Ms. Tanya Moody for distance learning students to receive their accommodations and or an alternate format. Next, we have a Grades First statement. We use Grades First software to keep up with your attendance. If you are marked absent, Grades First will send you an email notifying you of the absence. I will take attendance each week. I will record the attendance on the following Monday. You are allowed to miss only one day in the online class in the summer. Or 1 week rather. One time. And next we have the course description for the class, as well as the student learning outcomes, what you should be able to do by the end of the class. Some goals and objectives for the class. Prerequisites: you should have completed college algebra or higher math with a grade of C or better. The course materials include calculators. You may use them, but I recommend that you use Microsoft Excel for most of your computations. And you may find that on any college computer, and it will cost you nothing to use. The textbook is Elementary Statistics using Excel. It's a 5th edition. Mario Triola is the author. If you purchase the book in the bookstore, they're bundled with student access codes. These access codes are going to be mandatory because we will use my math lab to complete all of our homework, all of our quizzes, all of our discussion boards, and all of our tests. If you got your book from a different source, or you are not going to buy a book and you're only going to get the access code, that's fine with me, but you will need the access code, very definitely. Let's see. Somehow I scrolled back up. Sorry about that. Policies and procedures include instructional techniques. We'll, of course, have the electronic textbook. We'll have some video lecture podcasts, discussion board, homework exercises in my math lab, quizzes in my math lab, and exams. During the summer, you'll only have one exam. Okay, so the electronic textbook, you should read the chapter in the textbook just as you would in a regular class. The videos, we'll have video podcasts that were created by the publishers of the textbook, as well as some that were created by me, and then some supplemental videos that were created by other people that I've just enjoyed their work, and so I'll point you to those along the way. The discussion board, this is also located in my math lab. You'll be asked each week to respond to a post and to respond to at least 2 of your classmates' posts. Scrolled too far, sorry about that. Homework. You'll be asked to do homework assignments every week. You can improve your grade on them during the week as long as you get it done by the due date. You can access My Math Lab from any computer that's connected to the internet. Along the way, you should be using Excel and or a calculator to complete your numerical calculations. Excel will save you many hours of struggle through calculations. If you have questions, please contact me as those questions occur. Let's see, each week we'll do module quizzes. The quizzes are at the completion of each module, and you can take the quiz twice. The higher score will be included in your average. The midterm exam is not required during the summer semester, but the final exam will be given either July 23rd or July 24th. It must be taken in a math lab, either on Hattiesburg campus or Poplarville campus. It will cover all material from chapters 1 through 12. You will be allowed to use the textbook. You will be allowed to use the statistics formula card. You will be allowed to use Microsoft Excel. You will be allowed to use a calculator, a pen or pencil, and scratch paper. When you report for the final exam, you must do so between 8 and 1. The lab will close at 3 o'clock, so students who have not begun their test by 1 will not be admitted. However, you will not be required to call ahead for reservations or an appointment. We do expect you to follow the policies in the student handbook. You will not be admitted into any testing centers without an ID. You should treat all your classmates and your instructor with respect, and we'll do the same for you. You should not bring any electronic communication devices, including cell phones, into a testing center. And if you violate that policy, you will get a grade of 0 on the test. For attendance, you are expected to log into My Math Lab at least once a week. And you should respond to the discussion board question. You should also complete homework assignments and module quiz between Monday morning at 12:01 a.m. and Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. You are considered present if you have answered at least one question on any of the following activities for the week: the discussion board, the homework in My Math Lab, or the module quiz in My Math Lab. So if you do anything, you're marked present. You may miss only one time, 1 week during the summer semester. If you miss any more than that, you'll be administratively withdrawn from the class. When you're on campus, you should wear your student ID badge in a visible location. Oops, scrolled up accidentally. I'm going to go back down to that. The grading policies for the course. We'll have homework that will count 30% of your grade. We'll have module quizzes that will count 30% of your grade. There will be no midterm during the summer semester, so therefore the final exam will count the other 40% of your grade. The grading scale is a 10-point scale. The academic honesty policy for the college states that if you cheat, your first offense will be a 0 on the assignment. Your second offense is that you'll be sent to the vice president and recommended for dismissal from the class. Let's see, I did mention your final exam is proctored. That means it's on campus. You have to physically be here to take it. The dates for that are July 23rd and July 24th in the math lab between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. However, you must report no later than 1 p.m. to begin your test. You must present a valid student ID to be admitted into the testing center. And you are not required to schedule an appointment on those 2 days. An outline of the course content and when we plan to schedule it this first week. We will cover our orientation as well as chapters 1, 2, and 3. We call that Module 1. Next week we'll cover Module 2, which is on probability. That will cover chapters 4, 5, and 6. And then we'll slow down a little bit and cover one chapter a week in Modules 3, 4, 5, and 6. Module 7 will cover 2 chapters again and finish up our material. Then Module F is what I call the final exam module, and that's July 23rd and July 24th. So if you have any questions, please return to the top page of the syllabus and contact me in one of these methods. Thank you very much.